Hello there. Hello. And welcome to the All Around Natural Beauty RN channel. So, overcome the fear of facing their views to become survivors. So Alicia Renee said, "Where's RN?" I know. What did I say? 805. Yeah. But anyway, I'm here. So I'm here. Welcome to All Around Natural Beauty RN channel, where I'm passionate about helping the people overcome the fear to face the abuse to become survivors. And that's what it's all about. Once you can face your abuse, you will no longer be a victim. You will be walking in the survivor lane, right? That's the lane that we are all trying to get in. So far over here, we have been operating under the we've been operating under the umbrella of seeking justice for Shanquella Robinson, and we have been growing our community here. Initially, we started off, really focusing on love and respect. We're still doing that. However, sometimes we have to do something very strong, or I've had to have a strong voice to be able to get the point. And so I'm here now, and y'all forgive me. I know it's been some days since I've come up here. And I tried to come. I tried to come. I think it was last night or maybe the night before. Anyway, I did. I had got a thumbnail all together, and then at the last minute, I was just like, not 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 feeling. Not, I wasn't feeling it. However, spirit continues to work on me, keep nudging to to continue on to lift my voice and to not not get distracted or discouraged or any of those things. To keep talking, even when it feels like really, to out here. However, the voice still need to be lifted for this. Still need to be lifted for this. So I'm here. Spirit put on my heart to talk tonight, to speak tonight, and that's what I'm here for. So I know, I think that, yeah, I'm not going to go back what I was going to do yesterday. That's not what I'm doing today. I'm still here. I'm still standing for just Robinson. However, like I said before, over here we speak with math and science, and that's what we do to continue on with that. So, for those of you who don't know, 52 years old, and I'm a proud Gen Xer. Proud to be a Gen Xer with over 30 years of nursing experience. And also the proud mother of 3 adult children, all successful or still making their way, through life, and 2 ex-wives and 1 ex. I'm very blessed to be able to see both sides and to come from a perspective of trying to unite in harmony ex-wives and ex are all over, all around, right? Everybody call me the all around natural beauty. So, I'm just going to be me. That's what I've been doing. For those of you who are new, welcome, welcome. You can go back and check and see that I have been the same today, yesterday, and I can continue to want to be the same. That I and I love the truth. I'm a fan of the truth. However, I know that we are all here to learn, and no one knows everything. However, if we could just always go back to the basics, the facts, math and science, answers answers definitely will come. Answers definitely will rise. Tonight, we're gonna talk about this. We're gonna go start from the beginning. We're gonna start from the beginning because for the last couple of weeks when I was going live, y'all know coming out with the perspective. When did they toss in this new information without dispute the information that was put out there and sidetracked and how when did it come in? So the good thing about this here internet is that once you put something out there, it's out there. It's out there, it's out there, it's out there. And we always have the luxury nowadays to go back and see and hear and watch what was said then. And these are good indicators, great clues on how to spot the lies. And like I've said before in the past, the truth doesn't need explaining. The truth is, the truth just is. The truth just is. And also how you can tell when someone's telling a lie is because story is always involved. The story has to be told to prepare you to accept the lies. And one of the great things about being a Gen Xer is that we were here before the internet. This generation, Gen Xers, were here before the internet. And so we were trained and taught how to respect books, right? We had to get our information from books, things like the dictionary and things like that. Dictionary, encyclopedia, those kind of things we received our information, right? And so that gives us an advantage because, like I said, we are still here young enough to be able to utilize the internet and get facts fast, which is one of the benefits of this here internet, to be able to get information really fast. And that was one of the things that I believe that's what's been sending a lot of energy and a lot of focus on Shanquella Robinson. So what I want to do today is to kind of go over the original facts, and so we can see why a lot of us had questions on like how come it's not in the news anymore, right? And then we were told the information about why it's not in the news back in November, and see that like, if anybody who's coming over here thinking they're going to get some new sensational stories about it, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. There is no truth. All we have are the original facts, and that's what we use to dispute and to show the lies with these new stories. I just want to say thank y'all for coming over here. All of the people that have been rocking with me from the beginning, and I thank y'all for showing your support. One of the reasons why I was have been silent for the last, I don't know, days, maybe a week or so, I don't know, was because after this live, I felt like I I've given it all. Like there's what else is there? I've done the thing, and I've never wanted this to be about. I'm grateful for the growth for the channel. I'm not going to say that I'm not. However, I didn't want this to be about me trying to grow the channel on this. Like, I felt like once I read off the stuff and we went back and saw where it was reported that he was arrested, we got the file number and all that stuff. However, I know some of you always coming back with, "Oh, it was this, that, and the other," or "That's not true," and all that. What I'm offering for people to think about and consider is that if, and I'm not the only one, because I also, the reason why I decided I was gonna come talk today is because another video, popped up in my back in the day that, I can call out at least 2, probably more, at least 2, but I one of Tess Tale's videos back in November, when it reporting that Dejanay's been arrested, reading the same story that I had read back in November, and for whatever reason got distracted on that too. And also the need to turn, I mean, so all these YouTube creators back in November before anybody was coming with different stories, all read and announced this arrest, right? So my question was, and still is, if David Jackson arrested back November 28th, the night of November 28th, when did she get released, right? No one ever reported that, oh, she was released, or oh, this was a false story. What happened was the bone that they threw out there was all of a sudden we started talking about that she wasn't. But there was no proof. And then also we have the story that I read that said the FBI neither confirmed or denied that she was, right? None of the videos where people have stated, including mine, that she's arrested, been taken down, even though folks have tried to report it, freaking, and YouTube have manually reviewed at least 95% of my videos because everyone, like even this, somebody already probably struck it, right? But guess what? YouTube always comes back with congratulations all around attributing RE. Your content is appropriate, right? So it comes back. So, whoever is doing it, more power to you. Good luck, right? However, I'm not the only one who's reported on this, right? So if you can open your mind enough to think that over here in this country, has there been in the past times where things have been done in the secret? They have not revealed it to the public. It's not a new concept that there's some secret things that are happening here or that has been happening that continue to happen here in this country, right? Black Wall Street, the Tuskegee experiment. I can go on, right? There's things. So for you all, or for those of you who are feeling this way, to feel that they're going to be open and upfront with us, you have to read between the lines. The FBI neither confirmed or denied it, right? After the arrest was made, that's when the news stories started to come out about all the fairy tale stuff, all of the moving the body, dressing the body, different now she was dressed before the fight. All these things that totally went against the initial information that we received, right? So again tonight, it's going to read over some old stuff, maybe show some videos of not even just call them out and let y'all see that these same people that were reporting different stuff in the beginning before the arrest were saying something different. So why would it be so hard to believe that folks would put stories out there or YouTube would put stories out there for views, right? To get views or to just keep the story, which was one of the reasons why I didn't feel like I should keep continue to talk about it. However, the spirit is encouraging me to continue because it still needs to be, there still needs to be a voice until this is all done, right? So we go back and we look at the facts that was needed. uh, Alicia. The facts of thank you, Tommy. The facts of when we see Nazir in his video looking frightened and telling us that hey, it's deeper than what y'all think, right? And then once I read the whole arrest report or the stories about the arrest and all the steps that had to be done, right? And not only me, but okay, so that would mean that everybody lied in the beginning. I said before, the truth is first. A lie would make no sense without the truth. The truth has to be present before a lie even exists. The truth is the opposite of the lie. So it's never a case where the lie is going to come first, right? Someone may speak the lie out, but the truth already happened. The same way when they try to say that Shanquella expired from alcohol poisoning. So they came out with the lie, but the truth had already taken place when it was videotaped October 29th, her being viciously attacked and receiving, according to the death certificate, cause of death being that severe spinal cord injury and the dislocation, right? That we saw in the video, that was the truth, right? So the truth was already first. The truth was first. It just didn't come to the light until after the lie. But the truth was already first. The truth was there first. So, hey, Tommy. Tommy is saying thanks for the notification. Yeah, so I guess I don't know if the shadow has been lifted, but I appreciate you for Jody Blake. Thanks, thanks for keeping this case alive. Yes, and it's because of people like you and the comments that I've still been getting, even though I have to in a week. Folks are still saying, look, appreciate the work, that I'm doing over here, and I couldn't just not come back. Like we build this community, and until this is over, which I don't even know how this is all going to play out. But what I did was some of the research I started to look off into the um, rights for T people. So I really believe that that has something to do with why some of this needs to be in the secret and all that stuff too, right? We've seen some of the headlines, things that's going on today, as far as like um, there was a there is a case around now where two um, high school girls were sexually assaulted by a trans teen in the um, girls' restroom at school, and after the first one, because I don't know if they have to keep some type of secret, can't make the announcement, the teen was allowed to stay in school, and because, to keep secret, they didn't warn the, parents, and a second girl ended up getting assaulted, um, by this trans teen, right? So, I really wanted to kinda look around on there to see, like, what's going on as far as, like, um, what the what the rights are and what can be said and not said and all those kind of things. So, another reason why I'm slow to really speak on this because I'm, still this stuff is new for me too. I'm, like, just coming to awareness of this, like I said, my kids are grown, so I'm just grateful that I'm not having to, deal with all these issues and stuff that's going on in society. But I guess I still have to deal with it because, it's part of our community here. Tommy says, "Thanks for seeking justice for Shanquella Robinson." Yes, and that's what we all started off on, and gonna end up at, so how y'all feeling tonight? How is everyone feeling, tonight? So, I'm gonna probably say not probably, but I'm sure I'm going to say some things that some of you aren't going to like. And I'm in a space now that I don't give a hoot who likes it or not. I'm on the side of the truth, and sometimes truth hurts, and it's unfortunate, but, it is life. It is life. So, again, like I said, thank y'all, all y'all, people or old people in the back and all that good stuff. So, I'm not gonna really do a whole bunch on this chat, but I think the first thing we wanna start off with is go back to the beginning. Go back to the beginning because, people are still saying that, DNA is not, my feelings are that I'm gonna believe the first stories that they put out there, right? And I know folks are saying, "Oh, well, it came from such and such, the Prolix Index people," right? Then we saw that, you not, um, who's the people, let me see, uh, the Google, let me pull up the document. But other, ones went around it too. And my thing is this, that okay, so I put up 2 whole videos, um, photograph and also the case file number and all this. So my question is, if these things were false, how is it possible that it's still able to be up there, right? And then also, when we read too that they said that both countries are, being secrecy about this, right? And then we have the people that say the FBI works for us and they, have to reveal to us, right? So we also heard the lead attorney speak about secret courts, right? Come on, right? Do y'all really believe that that this country is an open book and they're explaining and telling us everything? There's some secrecy happening out here. And it said that the FBI neither confirmed or denied, right? These are clues. Clues, 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 clues. Alright, so I'm just gonna read a couple of these here comments, then we're gonna go for an old an old video, right? An old video. Oh, let me see, I didn't read that. Giselle says, "All around at your beauty, you have been missed." Okay, thank you. I wasn't even thinking I was like, I don't know. I don't know, I appreciate you. I appreciate you, um, Hey, Shirley. Hey, Shirley is asking for Shanquella Robinson too, right? So we saw that the FBI got on the case November the 17th. November 17th. And then also too, y'all had brought me all the stuff with the oh, but Nancy Grace is talking, right? It's the same interview that he did, and it was the early part of December, and for all we know, it could have been in November, right? And then all of a sudden, Nancy went mute, right? Maybe she got the message too that the FBI said keep it on the hush hush, right? After the report of Deja being arrested, we didn't hear no more from ABC. None of those people, none of the big news people had they stopped. We didn't hear nothing else from Nancy also. These are clues, y'all. These are clues, 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 right? That's the reason why it's quiet. My gut wants to tell me it's because of the teen people's way that they have to keep these things under, right? Right? In the news recently, we've heard about the tea people that, have been arrested, and a lot of them being arrested for sexual assault, and they allow them with full XY genitalia intact to go serve time in the prison with women, right? One of them got 2 inmates pregnant, right? So to me, this could be part of the reason where did I why the secrecy is out there, right? And that's why they want us to be quiet about it. But the reason why things are still being able to get through is because if you're speaking the truth and you're not spreading lies or, untruths, it's all good. It's all good, right? I'm not making any of these things up. I'm reading stuff. We're playing videos. That's what we're doing here. Thank you for hey, Jackie. All right. Long time no see. Thank you for coming out here. We're gonna just do. Oh my goodness. We're gonna do. All right. So let's start off with some reading first. We're gonna start off with the reading of this here arrest. And like I said, no one has been able to bring anything up to dispute it. And oh, I don't feel like let's go for an no. I want to do I just do what I said. We're gonna have to talk, pretty heavy about some of these tea people, unfortunately, just because. All right, hello, Karen. Oh, Karen says hello. Trying not to do the live. Hit the like button. Are y'all hitting the like button? All right, so we just no. I'm just gonna play one of. I'm gonna play. And this. Um, because today I saw another video. Because okay, the other thing that we had the controversy over was that some people were saying that they saw video. I heard you say it. Saw video with Winter. putting hands on Shanquella, right? Today, I saw a video, the lead attorney was dated November 23rd, and someone was on the panel. This was before people started talking about it, right? When just, being coming off the top of the head. At that time, we were told that they were looking, for 2 people, the 2 main attackers. So where did the second person come if it wasn't that we had saw a video of Winter actually putting a hand on her, right? Said 2, right? And then we knew about the 4 subpoenas and stuff like that. So the 2 shows the um, validates, verifies that we people, some of us saw before they took the video down, the extended version of it where we saw Victor put his hand on Shank, right? At the end of November, beginning of December, we stopped talking about it. We started talking about other things. That's why I say it's important to go back to the beginning because this was before anybody knew that they had to make up these news stories. These news stories. I'm gonna go ahead and read the arrest report, then we can, go from the videos, that was dated. Why I believe Dejanay, and also I believe that the rest of them are now detained too, because we haven't heard or seen them since December. Since December. So are they? Where are where are they? Everything has been hearsay, hearsay, but no sightings, right? December. Since December. So we're gonna go here with this first one that shows the actual numbers, the file number, and all that. Also, I saw Earl videos from he was doing videos in the early 30s, right? And another clue, y'all, the people that aren't getting that many views, that's speaking the truth, that's because the truth, right? The lies are the ones that people follow after. That's just life. The truth is the way is very narrow. The way is very narrow. So that's why I'm just going over this stuff just to educate so we can make informed decisions on these facts. So we'll go here, read this article, exposes the file number and all that stuff, right? I got here twice. Where's my pen? And then what I'm going to do is I'll play. I'll play both of those videos. I'll play a little pinch of Tessa and of Lee Turner, a pinch of mine, a pinch of people that reported on this, just to show y'all that how many I have too many boxes. Hold on, this doesn't look right. What did happen? Okay, let me just try this again. All right, that was weird. All right, so just to show that this is what we was all this way, then all of a sudden they just said, and gave us a quickie, and then woo, even I fell for it, and I didn't pick this back up until a couple weeks ago. Here we go. What's going on? I don't know what's happening here. Let me just try this one more time. All right. All right. Stay behind me, sis. Let me close all these boxes out and um I don't know what's happening. Okay, here we go. I don't need no weirdness here. All right, just know that ain't it. Okay, last, my last attempt here. Let me see what's going on. All right, so okay. All right. Thank you, Kim. Appreciate that. Let me just go ahead and drop this here really quick. So our I don't know what the problem is. Let me go over here. Never mind. All right. So copyright disclaimer under section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowances is made for fair use for purposes as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. That's what we're doing over here. All right. So we have here from this Metro Proli, right? Proli, which is the Mexican news people, right? This is the name. Dejanay Jackson is now criminal file J664 slash 22, right? So here's this information here has been put in print, right? Several content creators commented on it, right? No one ever came back and said, "Oh, this is false. This is fake. This is fake. This is false." Only that she hasn't been detained, right? Nothing to dispute that this file number even exists. Any of that stuff. Only that, oh, like we forgot that this was documented and spoken about by several people back November 29th, right? Is presumed innocent until responsibility declared by judicial authority, Article 13, National Code. Ooh, this little here. Um, criminal procedures in Mexico, right? So we got the case number, some more story here. San Jose del Cabo, Baja California, sir, the name of J.J. Imani Jackson appeared in file J664-2022, a case open for the femicide of Shanquella Robinson. All right, so before we go any further, I'm gonna stop here. We're going to read the definition of femicide. Femicide says, "Ooh, I'm going to get you." Oh, sorry. And it's probably trying. Femicide says the gender-based murder of a woman or girl by a man, right? So that was that for there. Real simple. And this was a clue for us when people were questioning the gender of Dejanay. So we put two and two together to say, okay, femicide, right? And even now, people say that's part of the reason why she hasn't been um, extradited to Mexico, right? Which could make sense, especially since the laws are, for this protection or whatever like that. And then too, if Nazir's correct by this being deeper than what we're thinking, it's the reason why FBI is sensitive and still voting on here, right? So for those who want to accept the Merriam-Webster definition of femicide, um, moderator Neri was kind enough to give us the next definition. I know what I need to do. I need to put this on me. There we go. All right. Give us the Mexican definition of the word, which I shall read for you momentarily once I find it, once I locate it. All right. So I just read y'all the Merriam-Webster definition of it, and here is the Mexican version of it, because some people didn't want to. They said that that's not what it means in Mexico, right? Once we established that it's a killing of a woman by a man, right? So we go and see what Mexico got to say about it. Mexico says, what is the Mexican government definition of femicide? In Mexico, the term femicide refers to the murder of a woman because of her gender. This includes cases where the victim is killed because she refuses to comply with certain gender roles or expectations, or because she was perceived as a threat to the male perpetrator's sense of power or control, right? Then there's some more to give more cases and all that stuff, but it's very specific there. And if y'all remember, what were the words that came out of the mouth of Dejanay at the end? I'm tired of your, right? So maybe she was perceived as a threat to the power of control of said person. So let's go hop back over here to this story where it says here, when she steps on Mexican territory, the 25-year-old will have to answer for the horrific crime of her friend who was beaten to death on October 29th in a condominium of Cabo Villas complex in the tourist destination. The criminal court of the adversarial system in the judicial district of Los Cabos issued an arrest warrant against Dejanay Imani Jackson, formally charging her with the crime of femicide. I'm going to stop there. And I could go to a couple of content creators to let y'all see that this is what they was reporting back in November. But, I mean, is that necessary? Y'all, can I just finish this up here, right? Let me just finish reading this. And then we'll go pick out somebody. All right. Okay, so y'all can see here that we was told, I want to say it was November the 21st or something like that, that arrest warrants were issued, right? An arrest warrant was issued. And one, singular, arrest warrant was issued, right? All right, so, and it was through their court of the adversarial system in the judicial district of Los Cabos issued an arrest warrant against Dejanay Imani Jackson, formally charging her with the crime of femicide. Oh, on November 21st, the Baja California Sur State Attorney General's office officially delivered the request to execute the arrest warrant for extradition purposes against Shanquella Robinson's friend, Dejanay Imani Jackson. The process, according to the international extradition law, must meet the following steps. So there are steps here that needed to be met. Number one, the state attorney general's office delivered the request to the Republic Attorney General office. Number two, the Attorney General of the Republic. This little flying thing is really getting me. I'll squeeze you. All right. Number two, the Attorney General office keeps flying. The Attorney General office of the Republic received the request and reviewed all the documentation to answer whether the arrest is appropriate. In this case, the evidence was declared admissible. Jackson is accused of the crime against Shanquella and the evidence is solid. Number 3, the Attorney General of the Republic delivered the formal request to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Number 4, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs made the formal delivery to the government of the United States, right? And we know that November 17th, the FBI got involved on the case, right? FBI took on the case November 17th. So they were already involved before Mexico on November 21st issued their little thing, right? Because remember in the beginning, Mexico was saying, oh, ain't no homicide. Oh, yeah, alcohol poison, right? Mexico was all in agreement to this. They didn't put their arrest warrant out until November 21st, right? We know that the FBI got on the case November the 17th. Let me see. Let me quickly show y'all where FBI got on that case November the 17th. All right, let's see here. Okay, oh, interesting. Okay, this is my first time seeing this news on Zip. All right, so I'm going to share with y'all. This is something I just saw here. Let me see. Let me go ahead and find this. All right. Anyway, okay. All right. Let me go back to the to the Wikipedia. Oh, that was so cute. There was a little so where did Wikipedia go? Oh, here we go. I just go to this Wikipedia because I remember reading when they said when the FBI actually got on the case. So, and I'm not sure how to get my font to get back to the regular size. This little teensy weeny only comes on this teensy weeny sometimes here. All right, so what? Oh, this ain't even it. David. Sorry, y'all. Let me get back over here. Find this. Boy, did they just swoop this up? Let me see. Because I've read the Wikipedia to y'all. I've shared that with y'all before on here. Let's see. All right, so I'm going to share this here. This is something different, but let's see here. All right, so this here is, okay, look here. Great. Note from November 17th, Shanquella Robinson, age, wiki, cause of death, biography, net worth, height, parents, ethnicity, and nationality. Wow. All right, so this here is from the wiki. Wiki. I don't know. Let's go away. All right. So it says Shanquella Robinson age. All right. So Shanquella Robinson was a businesswoman on the 30th of October. This is fake right there. Ain't even the right time. Her body was discovered. Shanquella is the latest Charlotte woman to be discovered deceased. What? She ran. Wait a minute. All right. I heard discuss. Let's see. When did the FBI get on the case? There was another Wikipedia. I promise y'all, there was another one that showed when FBI got on the case on November the 17th. All right, and I did hear about this, the net worth of the $5 million and all that stuff. Where is when the FBI got on here? Oh wow. All right, sorry, y'all. All right, let me get back to the regular story then. But y'all remember, hopefully, and then if I get time after this one here, go back and find where it shows that the FBI got on the case November the 17th. is out there. Let's see here. Okay, so number 5. After her arrest, the United States government will have 30 days to answer whether or not the extradition of the murder of Shanquella Robinson, declared by Mexican government as a fugitive from justice, proceeds. In the presentation of the file, according to the data collected by Metro Prolex MX, the government of Mexico requested the government of the United States to take precautionary measures for 2 reasons. First reason was to identify and locate Dejanay Imani Jackson to avoid running the risk that she could flee the United States, where she was provisionally arrested, right? All right. So other thing too, like a lot of people were saying, oh, we shouldn't believe Mexico and all that stuff too. I agree, right? However, here's the file number and all that stuff, right? And then Mexico didn't come, or this reporter didn't come with these fantastic stories until after this truth came out. And then it was like, okay, let the stories and the fairy tales begin. And it came from all these fake stories to get views. The second reason was to guarantee the right of innocence of the accused, take care of the due process, and not violate her human rights. It is very important that the judicial system not expose the photograph of the arrest to avoid opening it to public opinion, right? So that's why we didn't see the perk walk and all that stuff, right? It says Article 311 of the Penal Code of the United States, Article 311 of the Penal Code of the State of Baja California, prohibits exposing the defendant accused to the media in cases in which their arrest is carried out. With the new adversary criminal justice system, the crime against the procurement and administration of justice in Mexico was created, and the following sanctions were established. Punishment of 3 to 7 years in prison and a fine of 200 to 500 days of salary will be imposed on the public servant in charge of procuring and administering justice or executing sentences in the position of their assignment when exposure of the arrest accused to the media in cases where the arrest is carried out. Detained person may not be introduced to the media for any reason. When a control judge links a defendant to a criminal proceeding and the person is confined to prison, then the state attorney general office can show a photograph of the detainee, but the accused must be wearing a black ribbon around their eyes with the following writing: presumed innocent until responsibility is declared by judicial authorities, Article 13, right? And we see up here, that's what happened there, right? We saw that there. All right, so that's it on that article. And I'm just going to show a quick short 30 seconds. No, sorry, it's about a minute of more proof that back in November, we all knew about this. All right. Okay. All right, All right. So this here was done on November the 29th, right? After the arrest, after Everyone was reading about the arrest, right? Tessa tells, the lead attorney. I actually had read it too and had forgot about it. It's back in November. This here's common sense expert with over 10 years working in law enforcement. And this, listen to what he says here as far as Dejanay being arrested back in November. They actually got her in custody. Now he's about to explain how it works. That's why we so quiet. Remember, everybody went mute right after she got arrested. We didn't hear nothing else from the lead attorney. Nothing else regarding this, right? We didn't hear nothing else. Nancy Grace, we didn't hear nothing else from her, right? They just keep repurposing her original interview or original story, which I want to say is from November. We haven't heard nothing else from the family, right? Even the pops said they told us to be quiet, right? But appreciated us keeping the story alive, right? And that's why I'm here with just facts. But I want to show this stuff because people, we're going all around saying we need to be contacting the FBI. FBI ain't trying to hear from us. They keeping this on the hush. They already said, keep your mouth shut. He just said, there's nothing else we can do. That's why we are so quiet. Everybody kept asking, how come the news ain't talking about it no more, right? They stopped right after this. Everybody stopped, except for us, because they kept throwing us these news stories, and then we was all following, diving down the rabbit hole. All right, so may be able to fight extradition to a point, right? And this was back November 28th, before anybody even knew that we were supposed to be talking about she's still going to work. That's why when people were calling these places, they can't give any information out. There was no sightings. Nobody put eyes. Nobody saw. And after we heard about those subpoenas for the other 4, we ain't seen or heard from them no more either. And that was the early part of December, or maybe the middle part of December. Y'all don't think they got some secret stuff happening out here, right? Y'all think really that the government telling you everything? All right, so gin juice. Let me see here. Let me I was done with that. Let me go on back over to this here. Let me see. I'm gonna hit up a couple of y'all comments over here, just because I see y'all over here talking. Let's see. Giselle says, we know Mexico put the idea of alcohol poisoning those 6 heads because they use that as a generic diagnosis, and they allowed them to get out of the country quick, fast, and in a hurry. Yeah, And also, Mexico didn't say nothing about trying to charge anybody with nothing until this thing blew up, right? How do we know that this isn't something that is a common practice, right? Because we also saw that people have been going to Mexico, doing their little deal and leaving bodies there and, getting away with it, right? Because if it hadn't been for Shanquella's family retrieving her body, right, and getting the information on that death certificate of the actual cause of death, they wouldn't have had or we wouldn't have even known about it, and would have no choice but to accept the alcohol poison as an excuse for her demise. Yeah. So I don't trust Mexico. And I've been saying that since the beginning, right? We're not going to get any justice from Mexico, right? So the other thing is that, okay, so we know that this country is, got some conspiracy stuff happening, right? Didn't they make a swap for a major criminal to get this Britney out of Russian, of just a regular, basketball player, right? Is that an even swap, or is there some secrecy behind that to where, okay, we'll give y'all back y'all secret if you give us back ours, right? So come on, y'all. This country is founded on lies, right? Or, trying to, I ain't gonna, what it is, right? It is what it is. It is what it is. All right, so that was my video to support that over there. And let's see here. Yeah, I got some dispute going on over here. Let's see here. All right, so then after that was out and everybody was reporting on it, the oh, okay. Is this it here?